What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Free topic today, man. We definitely looking forward to having another great show. Um, Looking forward to everybody coming in, man. We're gonna do a couple different topics tonight. Of course, we got to talk about the GOAT. The greatest women's boxer of all time. Her fight tomorrow. Also, tonight we're gonna talk about that Brandon Adams fight. It's a nice card. Nice card. H Money. Just put the chat. I just put the StreamYard in the chat. So if y'all want to hop on, we hopping on. Got the Red Bull on deck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Reggie Owens. Shout out to Dre Bug. Shout out to my dog DB. Yeah, man. JB, salute my brother. Yeah, whenever y'all want to hop on, y'all can hop on. Marvin Rollins, salute, man. Appreciate y'all sliding through. Yeah, man. So tonight, Brandon Adams put on a hell of a show. It was a good fight, man. I enjoyed the fight. I think Sean Porter does what Sean Porter does when he you know what I'm saying, when he's calling the fight. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just fucking ridiculous. Dave Durrell, salute, man. Lance Meyer, salute, man. Salute to you. Yeah, man. It was a good fight though, man. I'm glad he got the knockout, because if he didn't get the knockout, man, it was looking bad, man. Hustle Slim, salute to you, my brother. Yeah, man, it was looking bad. If he didn't get that knockout, he probably wouldn't have got that fight. So I'm glad he got the knockout. Tomorrow, the GOAT, man. Everybody has to support that pay-per-view, man. Everybody has to support that pay-per-view. She needs us, man. She really needs us for to be catapulted into stardom. Phil H, salute, my brother. Salute to you, my boy. Yeah, man. I think she's gonna put on the show tomorrow, dude. I mean, she's the first woman to be in her hometown, headlining an all-women's card. I mean, you can't be mad about that. You gotta give her respect for putting on for women's boxing. In the words of the great philosopher H Money Boxing, uh, John David Jackson is the best trainer, and he's training Clarissa Shields. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she does. I think she's going to put this girl away. I don't think this girl has enough. I don't think no woman has enough to beat Clarissa Shields. I mean, she might have to just fight dudes, to be honest with you, because I don't know if there's any female that can beat her for real. So, hey, if y'all seen the fight, man, in the chat, tell me what y'all thought about that fight tonight. And also, David Benavidez is fighting next week against Rashidi Ellis's brother, Ronald Ellis. I'm looking forward to seeing that fight. I want to see if David Benavidez is going to be on weight and focused. Also, we had a conversation in the barbershop that we're going to bring over here. So once Reg gets on in about 20, 30 minutes, we'll have him get on and talk about that. Shout out to my dog, H Money, is joining the panel. My dog, H Money, what's happening, man?
Yo, what's up with it? What's good?
Man, how you feel? How you feel?
Man, I'm good, man. Hey, man, I'm ready to chop it up. Let's talk about this boxing, man. I feel like Marvin Hagler was one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. Marvin Hagler is the real deal. He got robbed, bro. In that fight against Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, he really won that fight. and he got robbed, bro. So let's keep that same energy and keep it real. Marvin Hagler, all time great. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest fighters of all time, bro. So let's put some respect on the name of Marvin Hagler tonight in the barbershop, in the boxing section, all day. Marvin Hagler, you feel me? Marvelous. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Remember the name. You feel me? Oh, what that is. That's what that is.
Sugar Leonard. Sugar Leonard.
Sugar Ray, now Hagler got robbed though. Now don't do that. You try to flex on me, but we all know Hagler won that fight. And hey, listen, Hagler, come on, bro. He's one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. Marvin Hagler, marvelous, marvelous, bro.
Hey, he was always in shape though, and he was a dog. I mean, I can't agree with you more, bro. I think Sugar Ray was better, but I do think Marvin Hagler was second out of those four. I think Sugar Ray was better, but I think Marvin Hagler was right under him. Now,
Hagler was the best. Hagler beat Sugar Ray ass. He beat Sugar Ray ass, bro. Don't do that, bro. Stop it. He won that fight, bro. He got cheated, bro. He won that fight. That was a robbery. Hagler whooped his ass, bro. Hurt him and everything. Sugar Ray was running. Hagler was beating his ass, bro.
I don't know about that, brother.
Everybody know the truth. Hagler got robbed, bro.
Hey, I got a question for you because I know you love Aaron Pryor. What do you think would have happened if him and Hagler would have fought?
Say it again.
What if Aaron Pryor and Marvin Hagler would have fought?
Yeah, I mean that's two different weight classes though, because Aaron Pryor was at 140, Hagler was at 160, so I don't think that fight could have happened though.
You don't think Aaron Pryor would have won up for that fight?
Nah, it's two different weight classes, bro. He was way too big. Hagler, that's like Tank fighting Earl Spence, bro. That's like Tank fighting Earl Spence. Come on now.
You said who fighting Earl Spence?
Tank Davis, Tank.
I mean, shit, Mikey Garcia fought him.
Nah. You see what happened to Mikey? Ain't nobody fucking with Hagler, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. In the barbershop, everywhere we go, can't nobody fuck with Hagler. He should have been undefeated. He got robbed every fight, bro. Marvelous Hagler. You feel me?
Shout out Jarvis Johnson, man. Salute to you, my brother. Okay, check this out, though. Okay. Marvin Hagler versus your favorite fighter, one of your favorite fighters of all time, Bernard Hopkins. Who wins that fight?
Look, my favorite fighters, you see the H. The H is Haney, Hopkins, Hagler. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You see the H, bro. You feel me? Yeah, I know you like that. You dig? Yeah, hey, you dig? Hey, you said, my bad. What was your last question, my man? You got the best questions, bro. Hey, man, you coming like Fred nowadays, bro. You asking questions like Fred out here.
Oh man, I ain't there. We trying. So I know you love Bernard Hopkins. Who wins that fight? That's a hell of a fight. And who you picking?
Hagler versus Hopkins?
Yeah.
The two H's. Dang, man. Come on, man. That's the student versus the mentor. That ain't gonna happen like Andre Ward versus Bernard Hopkins. They never fought because he respected Bernard Hopkins. He respected Andre Ward as his protege. So Marvin Hagler, he would have never fought Bernard Hopkins because that was his mentor. So they wouldn't do that fight, bro. Out of respect. You feel me? You see Earl never fought against Floyd. You feel me? It's just out of respect. So I wouldn't even want to see that fight, bro. I wouldn't even entertain it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm gonna duck that question. I'm gonna duck that one. I'm ducking that. You feel me? First time. First time, bro.
Okay. So 140 Floyd, 140 Aaron Pryor.
Hey, that's a tough one right there, man. I don't know, bro. That one a tough fight right there, man. 50-50 fight. I'm leaning towards Floyd, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because Floyd, his movement, bro, counter punching. But Aaron Pryor, man, the Hawk. So another H, the Hawk. So I might have to go with Pryor, the Hawk. You feel me? Because of
over
the H, man. I can't go against the H. The Hawk, Aaron Pryor. I can't go against Hagler, Hearns. You feel me? Come on, man.
look
The
at the
H. You feel
name though.
me?
Look at the last name though, man.
But he the Hawk though.
Okay. So where do you rank Aaron Pryor in your top 10 fighters? Like not like top 10 greatest fighters or whatever like that. Like your 10, like the fighters that you love. You know what I'm saying? Where does he rank in your list?
He right there. Man, he top 10, definitely top 10, top 5 type of fighter. I love Aaron Pryor, bro. I think Floyd probably would have got him because look, Aaron Pryor got hooked on drugs at one point, so that's what fucked him up. So besides that, look, fighters like Pernell Whitaker, he was a great fighter, but he had drug habits. Even Sugar Ray Leonard, he was messing around. You know what I'm saying? He had his issues, bro. They was great fighters, like like the same thing as Tyson Fury, pretty much. They was, you know what I'm saying? They was hooked on that shit. You know how it is. You say he got him out the crack house. You said Wilder got him out the crack house. So,
Yeah.
hey, that's how it is, bro. A lot of fighters was on that shit. So I like the fighters that was clean. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Clean in and out the ring, stayed away from drugs and shit. So I'm gonna take Floyd Mayweather over Aaron Pryor though. You know what I mean?
Okay. So Floyd, Aaron Pryor, Bernard Hopkins, Andre Ward.
Well, look, I'm gonna say this. This who I got on my list right now. I
No.
got I got Floyd Mayweather,
Uh-huh.
Bernard Hopkins, Andre Ward, Marvin Hagler. Um, dang. Right now, Terence Crawford. Gotta put Terence Crawford in there. You know what I mean? Right now, I think that's my five. That's my five right now. Top five.
You got four more.
How many fighters I just named right there?
So you said because you didn't say Andre Ward, which
Yeah, yeah. Put Andre Ward up in there.
yeah, so you got
Andre
Ward,
Andre Ward, Bernard Hopkins. You got a Hagler. Yup,
Floyd, Terence Crawford.
that's five, right?
Who else did you say?
That,
Hagler, Hopkins, Dre, Floyd, Terence Crawford.
that's five.
That's five.
So yeah, you got to put Muhammad Ali in there. Of course, Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Make it six, and then man, it's a lot of fighters, bro. Bro, I'm gonna leave it right there with six right now, man.
Okay.
I just got six.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Let me hit this chat real quick, man. Let's see where we at. Dre Boog, salute to you, my brother. Salute. Uh, PGH, big dog, salute, my brother. Let me see where we at with it. I said that name. Bang. That's why I said that already. SF City Slicker, my dog. Salute to you, my brother. YOVA, salute to you, my brother. Listen, once I get my other phone fixed, I'm gonna start handing out them wrenches, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. JB in the chat. JB has now entered the panel. What's going on, JB, man? How you feel today?
What's good, Kyle? The boxing section. What's good, H Money? My guy Reggie Owens, DB, and everybody else in the chat. What's good?
For sure, man. We right now we talk about fantasy fights and
Fantasy fight.
yeah, and like your top 10 fighters that you would pick. If you had to grab 10 fighters, we're gonna talk about a fantasy fight, right?
All right.
Hagler versus Bernard Hopkins. Who you got in that fight?
So see, that's a tough one right there. I'm gonna say B Hop because Hagler. That nigga fought a long time ago. So I seen B Hop career, so I'm gonna go with B Hop.
Okay.
That's no slouch to Marvin Hagler though. He was a great fighter, one of the probably top two middleweights of all time. but I'm gonna say B Hop.
Hey, the boxing section, you got to put Sugar Ray Robinson on that list too. Sugar Ray Robinson, so that makes 7 fighters right there.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Pryor or Floyd Mayweather at 140.
Man, that's a tough that's a tough fight right there. But I always said I'm gonna pick the guy that's always the more skilled fighter. Aaron Pryor, he was a skilled fighter himself, but he threw a lot of punches. He relied a lot on his activity. I'm gonna go with Floyd Mayweather. That's a close fight right there, though.
For sure, for sure.
Hey, Kyle,
Yeah.
another fighter you got to put on my list right here. Winky Wright. Winky Wright makes 8 fighters.
Listen,
Winky Wright.
you know how I
Got
feel.
to put Winky Wright.
Hey, listen, you know how I feel about Winky Wright. I swear to God, man, like him and Floyd at one time, nigga, them two, when I was in high school, oh man, them man, listen, when I seen him in state property, cuz, oh my God, bro. Yeah. I was like, yeah, nigga, that's who I'm rocking with for sure. And he got robbed a lot too, though. If I know you talk about I know you talk a lot about Marvin Hagler getting robbed, but he got robbed plenty of times, man. And you know how they always say, like, like defensive fighters, they defensive fighters now get way more respect than they used to get back in the day, though. You know what I'm saying? It's more respected now to be a defensive fighter, but before it didn't pay off. But I liked how he used to be in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? He used to be in a pocket with his defense. You know what I'm saying? And just, man, I love Ricky Wright, man. Ricky Wright had them hands for sure.
Yeah, he got robbed against Fernando Vargas. Winky Wright beat the fuck out of Fernando Vargas, bro. He got robbed in that fight.
I think he beat Jermaine Taylor too.
Yep, he did. He beat the shit out of Jermaine Taylor.
I think the only person that really beat him though, and it hurt my feelings, bro, was Bernard Hopkins, bro.
Yeah, Hopkins, you already know. My boy Hopkins.
And he used to talk that shit, H Money. And nigga said, man, I can't. He said, I can't lose to a nigga named Winky. What I'm gonna tell my kids, man? I lost to a nigga named Winky. Man,
Hey, Winky was on him at first though. Winky was winning the fight in the beginning.
Man, hey, listen, that nigga. If you think about it, bro, Bernard Hopkins had some of the best press conferences. Period. When he said, "I never let a white boy beat me," when he snatched the flag from
Trinidad.
Do it or broke it, bruh. Yeah, Bernard Hopkins has some shit, man. You gotta respect Bernard Hopkins, man. I think he's one of the best middleweights to ever lace him up. You know what I'm saying? To ever lace him up. So who you got for your 10, JB?
Shit, I got number 1. I got Floyd Mayweather. 2, I got Sugar Ray Robinson. 3, I got Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker.
Okay.
4, I'm gonna say Muhammad Ali. 5, I'm gonna say Henry Armstrong. 6, I'm gonna say Archie Moore. Oh, now we getting tough right here. Shit. 7, I'm gonna say Joe Louis.
Mm-hmm.
8, I'm gonna say man. I'm gonna say what's the brother's name? I'm gonna say Sandy Sadler, the featherweight will be Willie Pep. What I'm at 8 right now.
Yep.
9, I'm gonna say I'm gonna throw Wilfred Benitez in there. And then 10, I'm gonna end it off with man, what should I put at 10? I'm gonna say, man, it's tough, right? It's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, you ain't said the greatest of all time, man. I can't believe that.
Who I ain't say?
Did you say Muhammad Ali?
I did. I had Muhammad Ali in my top 5. Of
Okay,
course, you can't have a top 5 without the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's impossible.
okay,
But 10, I'm gonna say, man, it's tough right here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put Sugar Ray Leonard in my top 10.
for sure.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
So I got, of course, you see who behind me. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. I mean, just inside and outside the ring. I mean, what he was able to do, even missing his prime years, man, you can't take nothing away from Muhammad Ali, man. Even in his latter years, he fought the best. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that for a lot of older fighters, bro. He fought Larry Holmes when he was old. Uh, Trevor Burbick, I mean, at the time he was a good fighter, but I mean Ali was just older. You know what I'm saying? So you got to respect the grind, man, of Muhammad Ali, man. Um, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, uh, Roy Jones, minus the steroids. Here, I know X Money finna come through right now.
And now, how you gonna put us? Come on, cheater. He
Hey,
put it. Nah, come on, man. You might as well put Tyson Fury on your list.
I,
You better put Canelo on your list now, bro. I want to hear nothing about no cheaters now.
listen,
Oh hell nah.
fighter age, I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't fucking with you, bro.
But look, so I got let me see, I got Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, Pernell Whitaker. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Sugar Ray Leonard, um, Lennox Lewis. Was that 6? Winky Wright, um, Joe Lewis. Let me see. Let me see. I gotta go B Hop, man. I gotta go B Hop just for the '90s. And Mike Tyson.
But hey, I gotta add one more fighter to my list. That's gonna make it 9. Shout out to Reggie Owens, to the big homie. You gotta, hey man, Lennox Lewis. You gotta put him, man. Hey, hate the man or love him. You know he beat all my favorite fighters. So he beat Holyfield, who was my favorite fighter. You feel me? He beat my boy Riddick Bowe in the Olympics for the gold medal. So Reggie Owens, this one for you. I mean, Lennox Lewis put him on the list, number 9, man. Shout out to Lennox in the UK. Shout out to my nigga Rap Star out there in the UK. You feel me?
You know,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah. Lennox Lewis, my favorite heavyweight for real, for real. Even though he cut it off a few times, you know what I'm saying, get knocked out by some bums, but yeah, Lennox Lewis, my favorite fighter, bro. Because I think when the money was on the line, like when it really needed to go down, yeah, yeah. Especially after he beat Tyson.
Hell yeah. He beat everybody he ever faced, bro. He always came back and he won. So Lennox, bro, never was smoking or drinking, always in shape. Lennox still in shape to this day. That nigga, come on, man. Lennox come back and beat up a lot of people. Look, Mike Tyson, if he do a fight, he better not do it with Lennox Lewis. You know, don't do no fight with Lennox Lewis. Go ahead and fight Roy Jones, them little dudes, because we all know what happened when Mike Tyson fought against Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis knocked him the fuck out.
Hey, out. He didn't have a chance to bite his ear. Out.
Hey, look, and they did that in Memphis. They did that in Memphis where I'm at.
I mean, I know they still talk about that to this day, huh?
Hey Kyle, let me switch. Let me switch. I gotta switch one out my top 10. Take Sandy Saddler out. I'm gonna replace him. I'm gonna put Roberto Duran in, and I'm gonna switch Sugar Ray Leonard and Wilfred Benitez spots. I got Benitez at 10. I think I had I had I had Sugar Ray Leonard at 10, but I'm gonna switch their spots, and I think I had Benitez at 8. I'm gonna switch that around.
You see who that is, right, JB?
Roberto.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I had to put him in the top 10. I had to. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't have Roberto Duran top 10 all the time. You got to. You got to. I got to put him in there.
I got to get. I'm still looking for a Marvin Hagler, man, for the right price, man. I'm still looking for Marvin Hagler for the right price.
Hey, look, let me say this real quick. I see my boy David the real in the chat. He said what he say? He said Riddick Bowe could have beat Lennox Lewis.
What?
Riddick Bowe. I think so. Riddick could have beat him, man. I liked Riddick, bro, but come on, man. I don't know. I guess he vacated his belt. He ducked Lennox Lewis through his belt in the trash. So, and then Riddick Bowe, he retired at an early age. So he never fought against Lennox Lewis. I thought Riddick Bowe could have beat him, but Lennox Lewis had the better career at the end of the day.
He the only one that beat the Kushkos in their prime.
He beat one, nigga.
I mean, he beat the best one though. That was the better one, right?
Yeah, Vitaly. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you can't say nothing wrong about Lennox Lewis for real. Okay, H Money. Let me get your opinion on next week's fight. We already know what we know what we're talking about with Carissa Shields. We already know how we coming with that. But I want your thoughts on David Benavidez, Ronald Ellis.
Oh man, we about to have a party, bro. David Benavidez about to fight. Everybody celebrate this shit, man. This shit like the Super Bowl. David Benavidez came to the barbershop. He took over the game. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jamal Charlo and Ducks Only Promotions. You feel me? Formerly known as Lions Only. You know what I mean? Until David Benavidez came through and changed the energy. So guess what? David Benavidez, he's a part of the community. He came to barbershop conversations. So ain't nothing but love for David Benavidez, man. The man, hey, he the new boogeyman. You know what I mean? They better keep running. Charlo keep hiding. David Benavidez on his ass. Now he got that real style, bro. I'm talking about that high guard defense. He got speed and power. And we can ask Jay Leon Love of Mayweather Promotions, Anthony Durrell. You know what I'm saying? We all know what happened to him. So guess what? David Benavidez, he the truth, bro. He the fucking truth.
And he hit hard than a motherfucker, dog. He hit hard as hell, dude. So I had a question. I did this question last night. I was mad you left because I wasn't done talking to you. We had this question on the panel last night. If he misses weight, what are your thoughts about David Benavidez?
If that's the case, we gonna move him up to 175. You know what I mean? Because he can't get no action at 168 right now. You know, he's clearly the boogeyman at 168. So what I want him to do, check this out, move up to 175 and go fight John Pascal. You know what I'm saying? For the world title. John Pascal versus David Benavidez. David Benavidez versus Badu Jack. I want him to fight Badu Jack. You feel me?
That's easy work.
Yeah, we need that. We got to tell Fred. You know what I'm saying? We got to tell Fred, bro.
Yeah, but he said he said he ain't done with he ain't done with 168 just yet. He said he just want to beat the shit out of Caleb Plant. He said he don't care if Caleb Plant got a better or not. He said I just want to beat the shit out of him. I said, God,
Caleb Plant ain't gonna fight him right now because Caleb Plant about to fight Canelo. Unless people.
He said if Caleb Plant loses to Canelo or he win against Canelo, he still want to beat his ass. That's what he said.
Listen, if I'm his team, I'm moving him up to 175 to go fight against Badu Jack and go fight against John Pascal for the world title. That's what I'm gonna do. And fight Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown up there too.
How do you feel about Marcus Brown? Honest opinion.
I think David Benavidez is gonna knock him out. That's what I think about him. Benavidez knocks him out. Benavidez knocks out John Pascal and he knocks out Badu Jack. So move him up to 175.
Okay, JB, how do you feel about Marcus Brown?
So I ain't really too familiar with bro.
Okay. I mean, he a nice slick fighter. I just think
he fight at 175.
With his defense, because that fight against John Pascal, bro, he could have beat him easy, and he fucked around and kept letting his hand down, and he kept getting caught with the same shot. So I don't know, man. I think if Benavidez hit him with that, he going to sleep for real. It ain't even no, it ain't gonna be any real for debate. He going straight to bed. Hey, Reg, man, when you get a chance, man, hop on, cause I know y'all was having that conversation in the barbershop, and man, it was a great conversation, man. So we can get that started. Man,
Hey, the boxing section. The
busy tonight.
boxing. What you say, my bad? What you say, bro?
JB, go ahead.
Nah, that what you say?
Who, me?
Yeah. What you say, bro?
No, I said the chat going crazy today, man. And I was talking to Reg if you want to hop on, because they was having this conversation in the barbershop with Fred, man, and it was a hell of a conversation. It was about like the first date and stuff like that when it come to women. So it was a great conversation. It was great conversation.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. But yeah, like I was saying, Marvin Hagler, one of the greatest fighters of all time, man. You gotta respect what he did in the sport of boxing. Undisputed champion. He knocked out Thomas Hearns. He beat Roberto Duran, and in my opinion, he beat Sugar Ray Leonard. You feel me?
Okay, question: greatest undisputed champion of all time?
Dang, that's a great question. So many of them. It's hard, man. It's hard to pick one. You know what I mean? Even on my list, I got a lot of undisputed champions. Terence Crawford, Marvin Hagler, Bernard Hopkins. We had Lennox Lewis on that list. Winky Wright was undisputed at 154. So, man, it's hard to pick one, bro.
I gotta give you the hard question, man. You only get only one duck a night, man. So you got to answer this one.
I can't pick one right now. It's too hard.
Hey, you on a time limit, man. You on a time limit, man. Hey, so Reggie Owens, man, you hopping on or what? Let me see. Boom. Let me get through these good old comments, man. Let everybody be seen and heard. He won't answer that. That's Rapstar. That's Rapstar's page, right?
Yeah, yep. That's Rapstar. Yep.
Yeah,
Salute,
Rapstar.
Rapstar.
He ain't answering that. He hit us with a
I'm
tip.
I'm ducking that question. Those
Yeah.
my two favorite fighters. And guess what? Bernard Hopkins, he wanted to be like Marvin Hagler. He looked up to Marvin Hagler. So, Marvin Hagler was his mentor. That was somebody he looked up to. So I don't think that fight would have ever happened. I can't picture that fight in my head. It's hard to pick that fight. I say a draw. It ends in a draw or something like that. I can't pick a winner.
I feel it. What's the fight that we wish would have happened that never happened?
Oh yeah, man. Of course. Lennox Lewis versus Riddick Bowe. That's a fight that should have happened. Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe, man.
For sure. Shout out to Ant, man, in the chat. Salute to you, my brother. All right. Yeah, man. If y'all want to hop on. Yeah. Okay. So that's the fight you want. That's like the fights. Okay. JB, what's the fight that you wish would have happened?
Man, Gerald McClellan versus Roy Jones.
Okay.
That's the fight I want to see that never happened.
I
Obviously,
heard
because of Chad Thompson and stuff.
I heard Roy Jones duck that fight too. Roy Jones was ducking a lot of people, bro.
Come on.
He was my nigga on them steroids and shit. On that Tyson Fury Canelo type of time. I think he had that board meat too. I think he might have had that Compluto, whatever.
Crazy.
that nigga,
Crazy.
fuck that. He got off that shit and started getting knocked out once he got off the juice. You seen when he left down from heavyweight, he moved up to heavyweight. He was on steroids. You know what I'm saying? So when he came back down, he was off that shit. And then that's when he started getting knocked out, bro. I'm telling you.
That was his worst mistake, man. Going all the way up there and not staying there. Shout out to my boy in the chat, man. For this is a backup channel. rap star, but it's UK 47 boxing. I got Earl Spence at all times. For the most part, I got Earl Spence every time. So I'm the wrong person to ask when it comes to that. I'm biased a lot. Shout out to my dog Reggie Owens, man. Sir Reggie Owens in a building, baby. The great Reggie Owens.
Yo, Reggie, you was right, bro. Lennox Lewis, man, is that dude, man. I can't hate no more. You know, I remember when I was a kid, my big brother, man, he liked the Lennox Lewis, and I liked the Holyfield, man. And Lennox Lewis beat up on Holyfield, so shout out to Lennox Lewis, bro, because he was a great champion.
He beat the hell out of he beat the hell out of Holyfield.
And not even second fight.
Oh, Mike Tyson, David Tua. That would have been a good one. That'd have been a hell of a fight, Jarvis. Yeah, man. Sir Reggie Owens, man. Welcome to the panel, Reg. How you feeling tonight?
Oh, good. On here laughing at H Money, hating on Roy Jones.
Come on, now you said Fury was a cheater. Let's keep that same energy. You know what I mean?
I don't call Fury no cheater. I don't be jumping into that.
And now I'm saying people saying Canelo a cheater. So I'm saying Roy Jones, he was a clear cheater, and he moved up to heavyweight, and we all knew he was on steroids. And once he stopped taking them steroids, he dropped back down to light heavyweight, and Antonio Tarver knocked him out. Glenn Johnson knocked him out. So let's be real. Without the steroids, he wasn't shit.
Y'all be going overboard with the steroid stuff. But no, I don't engage in that steroid stuff, man. They get caught when they get caught. I'll leave it at that.
He be on Roy Jones' ass, dog. For real. Hey, Reg, so Marvin Hagler versus Bernard Hopkins, who would have won that fight, in your opinion?
Damn, that I don't know, man. It's funny, man, hearing you guys bring up Hagler. I was listening to what's that, Lloyd Jamal, Rod Digger, and Godfrey, because I used to always trip when I first started hearing that people were saying Hagler was from this country, because growing up I always thought Hagler was from a foreign country, and they was talking about that he lived in Italy, he speak full Italian, and so I was like, that clears why I always thought that. But between them two, man, they'll go to war. That's a hard one right there. They'll go to war.
Yeah, that's a hell of a. So give me shit. No, Reg don't have favorite fighter, so we can't ask him.
Lennox Lewis is my Lennox Lewis and Floyd are probably my favorite fighters. There's other fighters though, but those are my top favorite fighters right there. And Roy Jones, I can't deny Roy. We all post Tyson. Roy Jones was that dude.
Hey man, listen.
Come on, Reggie. Come on, man. That dude. Come on, man. We know he a cheater, bro. Come on.
Hey, he a cheating ass nigga, man. But damn it.
Come on, man. I thought we don't fuck with. All right, so it's cool if I fuck with Canelo, then I bet. So when I say Canelo is good and I say Fury good, nobody get mad at me then. I bet. That's all I want to know.
I don't label Canelo. He got cheated. He got caught one time and they stopped him. I'll leave it at that. I don't get caught up into finding reasons to write a fighter off. I don't.
Okay.
And also James Toney was one of my favorite fighters, and he popped. James Toney is really one of my favorite fighters.
James Toney popped Brody.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He cleared that up though, right? He cleared
that up. Oh man, it's a dirty game out here, man. So Reg, man, what are you looking towards the most this weekend?
Oh man, I'm trying to see that white girl, man. To be honest, man, I was checking her out at that weigh-in. That's a fine white girl. I didn't even see Clarissa. What did she weigh in at?
I don't even know.
I know I seen some post photos. She was in that yellow bikini, but that white girl, oh my God, that's a bad woman. I hate to see Clarissa beat her up though, but that's some fine stock European.
Nice European stock.
No, I'm ready to see if they gonna put up a good fight, man. I don't want to see just Clarissa going out there beating the brains out this girl where this girl don't belong in the ring with her. That same thing we complain about with Canelo and them. You want to see challenging fights. You want to see good fights that attract people over there to want to watch a Clarissa Shield event, to watch a women event, period. So you want to see this person, she's being the champion. She fight like a champion against Clarissa. So hopefully they go in there, they go to war, they put up a good fight, and we see how that one comes out. I don't want to see a fight that's predicted for it to just be in favor of Clarissa. I want to see it earned, and for it to be a good fight that for those, if they don't buy it, they're going to regret not catching it live, but, watching on the replay. Hopefully the media pushes it if it's that great of a fight. But that's the thing, that for her to grow as a female fighter, these other females, they got to scrap. They got to scrap. Man, why you got my name highlighted, man? Y'all be doing too much, man. Let me just be my damn regular ass stuff like everybody else.
Let me interview the famous Reggie Owens right quick. Hold up, though. You know what I'm saying? So, Reggie Owens, check this out. What you think about Marvin Hagler?
Wait,
Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler. His legacy. Where do you rank him with the all-time greats? And how good was Marvin Hagler for the casual fans that don't know?
Oh man, he was badass, man. He was undefeated, wasn't he? I think his only fight was that controversy against Sugar Ray. Man, he was brutal too, man. Hagler was bad, man. That was a bad dude. Almost like a real tank up in that mug. You can't take nothing away. Matter of fact, I think Hagler is the standard for middleweights, ain't he? Ain't he the gold standard for middleweights?
Yep, he right there. Yep, him and Bernard Hopkins, I believe, Carlos Monzon, and a couple of other guys.
Yeah, so you definitely got him up.
Sugar Ray Robinson, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So he's definitely that dude, but he was that loss like broke his spirit, because he walked away from the sport. And hell, I guess that's why he left the country as well. Like it hurt him, man. Based on the popularity, he felt he lost the fight because of the popularity of Sugar Ray and how closely attached Sugar Ray was to the kind of the inside world of boxing, especially, and also being the Olympic champion. So it was like he was fighting against the system. Hagler probably felt.
Yeah, it's no different than what happens with Canelo. You know what I mean? You can't win a decision with Canelo, so that's how it was. Sugar Ray Leonard was the golden boy at the time. You know what I mean? So Sugar Ray Leonard, he was the one that kind of really fucked up boxing when you talked about A sides and B sides. He was ducking rematches. He ducked fights with Aaron Pryor. That's a fight that should have happened. Sugar Ray Leonard, he really fucked up the sport of boxing when you think about it.
We can't say just him, though.
He ducked the rematch with Thomas Hearns for years. He ducked the third fight with Roberto Duran for a very long time. Come on, man. Sugar Ray Leonard was known for ducking people. He ducked Aaron Pryor, bro. The man ducked fights. He was the first one to start doing that shit. Openly ducking people. That's what Sugar Ray. Ask Reggie Owens, he'll tell you.
No, I can't label him that, because he fought all the cats when he was young too. He fought all those dudes when he was young. I hear about that Aaron Pryor thing. I think the Aaron Pryor thing was because Curtis Anderson bring up the Aaron Pryor thing. Aaron Pryor was told some bad information by a trainer or something, but I think they said he ducked Hagler for a long time until he seen Hagler get into who was the fight? I think they said Hagler fought Mugabe. I always hear Kurt talking about it when he watched that fight and seeing how brutal of a fight it was for Hagler. That's when he decided to fight Hagler. But that's the one fight he tried to duck, and he only fought him because he seen him in a tough fight.
He did duck Aaron Pryor. Like 78 did a whole video about it. Sugar Ray Leonard, the well-known ducker. Look at it's on a 78 channel. Talking about Sugar Ray Leonard ducking fighters like Aaron Pryor. How he ducked Marvin Hagler for years. He ducked the rematch with Thomas Hearns. He was ducking a lot of guys, bro.
But look who he been in the ring when he was still young. The Roberto Duran in his prime. Even in that first Duran fight, that was a very good fight right there. That was a close fight. him fighting Tommy Hearns when they were both young. Like they got it in, and that dude can fight, man. Sugar Ray can fight, man.
He came back and fought Macho Camacho.
And got knocked out. And I'm gonna tell you this though, because but look, Roberto Duran was a lightweight who jumped up 2 weight classes. That's the only reason why Sugar Ray fought him. And Roberto Duran still beat him. A lightweight jumping up 2 weight classes to beat Sugar Ray Leonard, bro. You know what I mean? So let's keep the same energy. Sugar Ray was good, but he was ducking fights. And it's facts. It's been proven. He wanted no smoke with Aaron Pryor. He ducked Marvin Hagler for a very long time, bro. He did, bro. Act 78. Watch the 78 video. 78 ain't gonna lie about it, bro.
Man, I be listening to the historians, and I ain't never heard them really say he was ducking, except for Hagler
and Aaron Pryor, bro. But it's all good.
I'm just hoping that it ain't so, man. God damn it.
Yeah. Hey, so Reggie Owens. So where do you think Terence Crawford will be ranked on the all-time list? And is Andre Ward, is he worthy of being on the top 10? Andre Ward and also Terence Crawford.
Oh, Andre, who retired first, Andre or Floyd? Because they like the last drop off of the last great fighters. To me, I don't think none of these other dudes have proven anything.
Terence Crawford, what about him? Undisputed champion. I mean, undefeated. He's a great champion. He's pound for pound.
I mean, just based off those qualifications, but what he was supposed to accomplish is here at 147, and he ain't doing it.
I mean, people don't want to fight him, so hopefully the Sean Porter fight can happen next. Hopefully they can make that fight, and I think Terence Crawford, when his career is over, he should be on that list. I think so. I think he got potential for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's other people that's in the hall, but you talking about all-time great list. I don't know if you can put what's the name there. All the other greats, you speak on their great performances and who they've been in there with. Andre Ward's been in there against great names at different divisions. The way he came into the game was dope. Coming into that Super Six where they overlooked him. Andre Ward came out of nowhere and mashed through that damn tournament. And then his accomplishment, what people say he ain't lost since he was 12 or something? Coming in here, moving up, people ducking him. People duck Andre Ward. And, I mean, you can't take nothing away from him. I don't even think he's been close to being defeated, except even when Kovalev dropped him, he still got up returning, got to putting in work on Kovalev. Like,
So Reggie, what about Jermaine Taylor? What was your thoughts on Jermaine Taylor when he first came out? He was a champion, undisputed champion. What you thought about that fight with Bernard Hopkins? Who you thought really won that fight?
Man, if I recall that one, I thought Jermaine won that one. I thought Jermaine won that fight.
And then he got knocked out by Kelly Pavlik right after that. And he really wasn't the same fighter. So, I mean, Bernard was 41, 40 at that time. I believe that was Bernard's last fight at middleweight. After that fight, Bernard moved up to 175. So, I mean, Bernard still was winning fights. Bernard beat Kelly Pavlik. You know, Kelly Pavlik knocked out Jermaine Taylor, and Bernard was able to beat up Kelly Pavlik easily. And then Bernard, he beat Antonio Tarver. So Bernard kept winning. You know what I mean? He beat John Pascal as well. So Bernard, I think, man, you know, one of the greatest fighters of all time for sure. Even though he took losses, you know, he still kept winning. He beat Winky Wright. Bernard was a legend. He beat Felix Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? He beat Roy Jones in the rematch. Bernard Hopkins, bro, legend.
Man, I never understood how Jermaine had some of the worst damn feet I ever seen, and I used to trip off of how he used to be able to knock people out. Where he had very, very bad balance to me.
Yeah, Jermaine was a good fighter though when he first came up in the game. You know, what about Joe Calzaghe? Where do you rank him? Do you think he was overrated?
See, I didn't know too much about Calzaghe. I just remember when he beat what's that dude who they was blowing up out of Florida? What was that dude? Jeff Lacey.
Yeah,
I
Jeff
just
Lake.
remember him. I just remember Calzaghe for like particular fights, but I remember when I used to have these boxing conversations with people at work. One of the cats will always speak highly of Calzaghe, but I don't know too much about him except those two fights.
So Reggie Owens, how do you think Andre Ward versus versus Marvin Hagler? How does that fight go?
Yeah. Andre Ward be trying to figure you out, man. That'll be a tough fight, man. That's gonna be another tough one. But Andre Ward, he like Bernard Hopkins, where they just try to figure you out, man. They excellent fighters. I had to rewatch Bernard Hopkins because I didn't think his style was that crafty as I used to hear it was. It just looked weird and unorthodox when I used to watch it. But now being older and watching it, I'd be like, damn, Bernard Hopkins was really crafty, man. He was slick as shit. And even when he teaches people boxing, you see all this, the things that's processing through his mind. Like, and Andre Ward fights in that same kind of slick style where they just figure things out and they find little things that you do and they take advantage of it. But that'll be a tough fight with them, man, because they all greats, man. I don't think nobody gonna dominate nobody. It's gonna be whoever figures who out the most.
Yeah, I think Devin Haney is kind of like an Andre Ward a little bit. That, like you said, kind of crafty with it. So that's what I see for Devin Haney. Like a Floyd Mayweather. Kind of like an Andre Ward type of fighter. So hopefully Devin Haney can follow the footsteps of Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather for sure.
Yeah, they gotta start getting these damn fights, man. These better fights.
It looks like it's going to be Linares, so hopefully they can make that happen. Hopefully Devin Haney can secure that fight and get up in there, man. Stay active. You gotta stay active, bro, because we competing with Teofimo Lopez, we competing with Tank and Ryan Garcia. So Devin got to do his part, and I know Bill Haney, he's working constantly. So got to get those fights. You got to get those big names in the ring.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, man. They all these young dudes got to fight each other, man. They got to.
That's the problem, man. That's one of the biggest problems is the young guys not want to fight each other, man.
Yeah, they want to fight everybody that's old.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, Reggie, you was right about Lennox Lewis, man. I can't lie. Like, man, my brother used to love him, my older brother. But man, I used to hate this dude because nobody could beat him. But when he lost to Hakeem Rahman, I ain't gonna lie, man. We celebrated that one. When Hakeem Rahman knocked out Lennox Lewis, man, we were so happy, bro. But Lennox Lewis came back and knocked him out. So he was back on top of the world. So back then you could take a loss and it really didn't matter. Even though Lennox Lewis got knocked out before by Oliver McCall and he got knocked out by Hakeem Rahman, it didn't matter because he came back and beat those guys.
I got a question for you. Where do you put Hakeem Rahman as far as the heavyweight? Where do you rank him at?
He's like a B level type of fighter. I would say a B level.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with him.
Okay, JB.
See, if we talk like a B minus, C plus.
Damn.
Rockman.
His career was too crazy, man. He always had crazy shit to go on in the career. Knocked out the ring, the big ass hematoma. He was in one fight that's one of the worst fights you ever seen in your life. He fought this dude named Mario something, man. It was some fight Don King put on. This dude was scared of Rockman. Rockman just throw a punch a whole foot away from the dude and he'll drop. He just had a career that was just always with crazy shit on it, man.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, Reg. Talk about the conversation that you, DB, Fred, Asian Math, and Champion Heart had on Fred's show, and then that way we can get another perspective.
Oh, with the way fools be when they trying to date women, man, I just think dudes have softened the hell up, and it's just like people are afraid to be themselves. It's like, man, it's almost like you're targeted for being a damn man. You're targeted for it, and I don't mean to being a man, because some dudes is just creeps. To where I don't mean being on those sexual harassing type shit. People have to know what kind of language, know when you're being inappropriate. Sometimes some inappropriate shit. No, you ain't gotta put me on the blast, man. I hate that type of shit. Yeah, I really do, man. Don't do that shit. But but with the like harassing type, like in some harassing type shit, some women may accept that. Like you can be, grope a woman, fondle a woman when she's open to that and she's accepting to that. But you must know where you stand with her. And sometimes a lot of things, like I always said, because people used to be, man, you fucking all these hoes and this and that. And it'd be a lot of females used to say that shit. And I tell them, I can't do nothing a woman doesn't allow me to. And a woman has that. That's the power you give to a woman. You ain't got to take advantage of a woman. But in the same sense, women think from the same scope that we think from. Everything's sexual between us. That's why when you with your girl, you can't have female friends because they know what it's about. And then the same thing for you. You don't want your girl having male friends because that's what it's about. If people didn't think that way, then it'd be, oh, maybe they're talking business or they're just having casual conversations. But in that sense, we're sexual beings. We know what we're after when we go for each other. And then you look to sew in for other things. But my thing was with the dating thing where people come off and they want to impress the woman through a meal. Like, I refuse to do that. I'm not doing any dating type shit with somebody I'm not on that level with. We ain't vibe. We don't have these cool, open conversations that range from everything you sitting at a table trying to impress somebody over a meal and shelling out money. And then does that conversation, because the way you start something is the way they intend that shit to be. So you out here forking over money, trying to impress, look a certain way, trying to high end shit. Can you maintain it? Because that's going to be her expectations from you. Like, I'll be like, with me, I refuse, man. I refuse to do that. And as a kid, I've learned to kind of change that through, my observations. My life always been observing shit. And I'm still like that to this day. I learned through observations. That's why I haven't had to where I bumped my head and had too many mistakes in life, because I pay attention to shit. And I've seen with my cousins where they think they player and be doing all this, going out, dating, trying to impress these chicks, only to get played out. So as me as a kid, I'm seeing that, I'm like, man, I'm evolving from that shit. Like, it ain't popping like that. And a lot of chicks have dug me. That's why I'm friends with a lot of chicks who I had these past relationships, and it didn't turn anything because it was mainly for me at that age. It's just everything was sexual. But on top of that, we always had bomb conversations outside of that shit. And that's why we maintain these friendships, because I can learn to be friends with a chick who I'm no longer may be with. Because I'm like, hey, with me, ain't none of that drama shit. You ain't going to be arguing. You ain't about to be yelling at me. Otherwise, we go the opposite direction. But then from that, as time moves on, it'd be some shit they missed because it was an openness. It's an openness in conversation. We ain't got to be all PC about shit or trying to play into this fake world of how we think of expectations. And I think a lot of women, in my opinion, been fucked up from growing up watching all that Disney shit. Because I think a lot of women got a Disney interpretation of how life and romance is supposed to be. They watch all this, they fall in love, and then the picket fence, and then this your knight in shining armor, and they really think this shit or shit they see in movies. That ain't the way life is. That shit is fake. You don't even see that shit happen with the people who play these roles in Hollywood. They can't even get, relationships that last, and they're the ones portraying a lot of the shit that people buy into the life, or women hear particular songs and think this is the way of shit. But My thing is just dudes be dudes, man. Man the fuck up, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being just your raunchy ass self because a lot of these women gonna buy into, like I say, it can be regular street wild thugged out motherfuckers that's snatching professional type women. Like this world is different, man. You just got to find a chick that you with because but there's chicks who may not like that. There's other chicks who's going to buy into that where they want someone who's going out on dates and this and that with them. But you must find it. You must also see where a woman's going with that because also on top of dating, you deal with women who are trying to find shit that's just beneficial to them, who ain't looking for love, who may not dig shit. They looking for the situation. They checking your pockets and shit. And those are things you got to watch out from a woman. That's why I don't like to deal with that shit. I want a chick who I vibe with, just off the top vibing with. I don't want to do all that dating shit. We trying to figure out what can he do for me, what you bring to the table shit. All that type of talk, man, go find the next one. Find someone else who brings something to the table. But if we can't just vibe and kick it, keep all that other shit up out the way. I hate money hungry shit. Let that shit evolve organically. Like if we connect like that, then we can start thinking about where we go from there. But outside that, let's have fun and enjoy each other. And a lot of people don't do that because they raised up in picture perfect storybook bullshit. Yeah. But that was my thoughts on that.
And it was crazy. I agree with you fully, man, because when I was in high school, bro, I did this shit, right? I had to learn the hard way. I had this chick. She was bad in the mug, right? So, man, high school Build-A-Bear was the place to go to, right? So, I take her out. We go to Olive Garden. In high school, Olive Garden was, you know what I'm saying? Olive Garden was that thing when you was in high school. Build-A-Bear, Olive Garden. You know what I'm saying? Them was the ones right there, right? So we do that. I spend hella money, right? Trying to impress the broad, right? About 2-3 days later, nigga, she playing Beyonce to the left, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Put it all on the MySpace, nigga. Just all the words was hella big, though. Dropped it to the left on your boy. Stop answering nigga calls and everything. I said, yeah, this will never happen to me again. And I stopped doing all that shit. And then, so what happened was, my wife, I wouldn't give her money. You know what I'm saying? My OG told me, he was like, man, he said, I ain't giving her money out. If you want some lunch, I'll buy it my damn self. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't finna spend no money. You ain't finna spend money on the next nigga, right? So as a young nigga, I'm like, okay, that happened to a nigga, so I know I ain't doing this shit again. And okay, I'm gonna pull this. So with that being said, I it took me some time to hand over some money or something like that. Even with my wife, like shit, we was together like maybe 2 years before I gave her some money, like, and just let it be, like, let it go, like, without asking, like, what you know what I mean, what you need it for, or whatever. So it took some time. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't just come out like, hey, do this, do that, yeah, woo, woo. But hell no. Yeah, but I'm for sure. I had to for sure switch my stance, and it's worked out for your boy. You know what I'm saying? And it's worked out. With her though, man, she didn't like. You know how Bree came on? She had that vibe. You know what I'm saying? She kind of made you feel comfortable. That's the one thing about Brie. Like, she make you feel comfortable. This girl, she was cool, but she kind of seemed like a little snobby. That's why I just asked her about her situation and then tried to move on. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gonna do a couple of jokes, but I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gonna do the joke about Asian math, because he told her how to spell love, but didn't tell her how to spell Dorsey. So I was gonna hit her with that joke, but too many calls had came, so I was like, fuck it. The joke is over with. So Reg, what did you think about her on the show today though? Was it a good show, or how did you feel about that?
No, but I think that's in her realm, man. You get women who come off where they come off in like a higher, I don't know, different regard of themselves and how they come off and how they present themselves and what they want, what they invite. And she's a person who pushes away from having advances, that's probably a new change in her. She probably used to be flirtatious as hell, but you deal with that with women who go through these changes. Like she said, she's been in a relationship for a long time. Who knows what broke it? But now she's hit a point in her age and in life, she still look good, but she still hit this point in life where she got to be about finding someone. And a lot of women get like that. You get a lot of women when they bad, like you see a lot of these Instagram chicks, they don't want to be with nobody. They find in a motherfucker. And they get by with these looks. You see a lot of these chicks, they get by with the looks, but at some point, you reach a certain point where people ain't viewing the same. And then that's when these chicks is coming in looking for someone, especially like Chappie Hart was saying, you get a lot of women who've been ran through. And then now when they all used up, they looking for somebody to take care of them. But you can't get the same kind of pussy. They treating the pussy like it's virginized pussy, like it ain't never been tapped and ran through, but you gotta wait. You gotta put a ring on it and shit. Like
and that's the thing, like with Karen Samuels, bro, when she was talking about him and whatnot, I'm like, dog, that nigga be on point with what he talking about, because we don't really care about what they think or how they feel. That's how we feel. You know what I'm saying? And most women don't understand how men feel. You know what I'm saying? They want you to feel how they want you to feel. But to be honest, man, it's like, okay, like most of the time, to keep it real, niggas don't want a girl with kids. Now, but it's like when as you get older and older, it's kind of like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. But first glance, first chance, nobody's really trying to date a woman with kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then most of these girls be having these crazy baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? Where a nigga be in jail. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy shit going on. And they be wanting niggas that make $100,000. And it's like, bruh, you can't have that. And other women get mad that he tells them, like, you can't have that. But they don't never say that to us, like, oh, you broke ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't make this kind of money, so I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? We can't get mad about that. We just got to take it on the chin and keep it moving. But you know what I'm saying? They get to talk that shit, and we gotta hold it down. We gotta take it or leave it type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I love how he be talking to these females, because these girls be like 5s and 4s talking about they want somebody to make $100,000, and he tell them like they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that. So when she was talking about Kevin Samuels, I was like, I don't know. What'd you say?
Yeah, no, I like his show because a lot of women don't like hearing that shit, regardless of whatever he been through. But this the type of shit that needs to be said to a lot of women. A lot of women don't think they shit stink because dudes have created that situation where they don't think they shit stink. A lot of women have to start hearing the reality of shit. Like, you ain't what you think you are. You waited this late, now you look for something. You done got out of a long-term marriage, and now you're looking to bounce to some other shit. Somebody probably don't want to be with that. And a lot of dudes, when they get older, because I work with seniors as well, and I see a lot of these older cats who just want to be to themselves. They want to have a chick they can fuck with, deal with her when they deal with her, but she go back. A lot of these dudes don't want to sit up under you dealing with a woman you done came across later in life. And this is the other thing with some older dudes. You come across a chick later in life. You may meet her in your 40s, 50s, and you get with her, and now you start dealing with this health shit. Are you responsible as her health go down where you can't even really enjoy each other like that versus somebody you done been with for decades and shit, someone you done been together since y'all been in your 20s and this and that versus somebody you come across in her 40s, and now all sorts of you in the doctor all the time and having to take care of somebody rather than enjoying them. Like, you don't want to deal with that shit. And then if she got kids, you having to deal with that, go here and there and get familiar. Like, me personally, I don't want to deal with that shit. That's why I always said, like, with me, my kids is my focus. What I look like, want to get in a relationship. That's all. If a chick can't, we can't be cool, be on some fucking type shit, leave it there. But all this getting together, nah, my kids is first. Because I get in a relationship, the first thing they think is, we need to buy a house. The house is mine, so I got to leave my kids. Put my kids second to somebody who I done met, and I'm up here in my 40s and 50s, and think I'm supposed to start a life with. That shit ain't popping like that with me. I've always been a cool enough motherfucker to just have bras on the side, like, and it will always be like that because I'm always from what I know, I'm gonna attract chicks from conversation and shit. Just from conversation and be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting older. I don't want to. I ain't no rabbit no more. I ain't about to be fucking every second. So now at this particular age, it ain't all about just having a chick that you just fucking on every day. Like you want it every now and then, but shit, you older and shit. You ain't trying to get it like that. So that's kind of where I am when it comes to that. Like, but dealing with that. But Samuel's be saying some real authentic shit. But a lot of people who are, and I'm glad his platform is a huge platform with a large audience. And a lot of these people in the audience are females, and they're starting to have to hear this truth about themselves. Because, like I say, some of these women think they shit don't stink. A lot of women do shit to guilt dudes. A lot of dudes be guilt by the perceptions. Because a lot of dudes acceptance from life becomes validated through a woman and shit. And that's the most ass backwards way shit has come. A woman can tell a dude he's a broke ass dude, and then he begins to evaluate himself, trying to figure out, damn, I'm a bum ass nigga because this girl done said it. I'm a cheap ass nigga because this girl done said it. I need to step my money up to start giving her more of my shit. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, only bitch will say some shit like that is a bitch who ain't got nothing, gold digging like a motherfucker. But it's like, the shit's strange to me, man. The way people get guilted by bullshit statements from people who ain't got shit, but try to say what you ain't got because they want some of it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, Reg. Like, for me, I be telling my homies this too, though. Like, niggas be having babies and not being married. I think the best thing to do if you're gonna have a child is to be married, so y'all can all grow up in together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can all grow old together. You feel me? I think that's like the best way to do it, because it's too much, man. It's too much. And I think that when you have a baby out of wedlock, you never know how the woman is going to react. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman is in charge. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the kids, no matter what you do, you have to fight 100 times harder to get your kids back or to see them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, it's in a woman's hands. So I've always wanted to be married before I had kids. And I always want to have a relationship with my wife before we had kids. So I wanted to be like a year in before we had a kid. And I think we've been through some shit, you know what I mean, but who hasn't? But I think the foundation that we built, it wasn't rocky. It wasn't on no bullshit. Like I said last time we had this type of conversation, man. My wife I didn't even think that she was gonna be my wife. And then my homeboy was like, man, you stop bullshit. And I had this dream. As crazy as it may sound or seem, I had this dream where shit, I'm older than motherfucker. I got my grandkids, I got my kids, and me and her, we old and we sit next to each other, laughing, watching the game or something. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew, like, shit, I gotta get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, most of the time we got something right under our nose and we like, fuck that. Let me go find something else. And the grass may be green, but you gotta understand what they done to that grass to make it green. You know what I mean? They could have did all type of fertilizers and all that stuff. It's not natural. So when you go over there, it's like, oh shit, this is a whole bunch of gravel. You know what I'm saying? This is artificial turf. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, man, as men, we kind of fuck up a great thing. You know what I'm saying? Most men have that one that got away. You know what I'm saying? And that's why these conversations are so important as men to have, because we all need to pull from each other's experiences to figure out life. And that was a great conversation y'all had on Fred's show, man. And I had to extend that. Reg, so as you get older, would you have a woman around, like as far as like getting old with her? Or are you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just stay by myself, watch my kids grow up, let them get out the house, and I'm gonna just stay in the house and chill? What's kind of your thoughts on moving forward?
No, most definitely. But I got a lot of chicks who, like I say, who I used to fuck with, who are still around, who we grow old with. It may be like that, but you never know, man. With the appeal that we find in women. A woman can change everything. She can rearrange all your thoughts and shit. So even with me speaking like that, my thing is to not speak on some sucker shit and be like, oh, I'm gonna have this woman woo woo. Like, nah, I don't come like that. But you've come across a woman who's just genuine. She respect the way you get down, you respect the way she get down, and you rearrange everything into the way you function and think, and they respect your kids. My thing, man, is I'm a father before anything, even though I ain't with their mother, but me and their mother cool. She ain't got no other choice but to be cool and respect me because whenever she needs something, I'm always look out for her. So that's just the way that is. So a woman who I deal with is gonna have to understand that aspect of shit too. Cause I'm not the type of person that shit on people. That's why my relationships have always been cool. I don't shit on people, want to see them do bad. So I'm always there. So that's my function. So a woman has to understand that. Like if I got my kids right here, if they mother needs something, I'm gonna help that situation out from that standpoint. But I'm gonna keep it real. Get your fucking shit together. Be right for the babies and shit, but keep it pushing. So it's from that standpoint of having to juggle, like not so much of that, but my thing is like the lace game. My thing ain't to put money out towards shit. So a woman has to understand that aspect. As long as we got kids, I'm always had to have that function with a mom who we just cool. We don't really fuck around, none of that shit. We just cool to keep shit cordial. We stay out the courtroom. So that's one of the things. But woman I fuck with later in life, she got to understand that shit. But most women you gonna meet kind of later in these stages of their life probably got their own kids. I'm not coming in to be stepdad to them. How does that dynamic unfold? Sometimes you just want to keep shit exclusive. You ain't got to be meeting people like that. So that's just the things you got to balance out because it ain't just about like if I was a single dude without any kids, it would be different. But I'm a dude with kids. So that's the aspect that always has to be here. And I think with me, my thing is about guiding my kids, so many unguided youth, because you see so many parents that move past relationships and in them moving on with their lives, their kids get left behind. The kids become kind of second to the thought of their own emotions and shit. Still, too many adults still dealing with their own emotional healing or needing their emotions to be first. They put needing to find love and affection before the guidance of their damn kids. And that's why we got so many problems in society. Like I refuse to do that. I didn't live a lot of my life, so I can take a little break and shit and then get right back up on. So that's just the way my mind functions, man. And I always try to maintain the way my mind functions, which is different from a lot of people.
For sure, man. Yeah, man. That's cool, man. I feel like, man, all experiences are great experiences, man. No matter how the experience turned out. So, man, yeah, man. Listen, man, I got to be at work at 4 a.m. So I had to do the live show, man. I had to keep it going. I had to keep it moving.
That Brandon Adams shit. You forgot that Brandon Adams shit.
Oh, shit. H Money, hop back on real quick before we had I don't know if he left already. Damn, Brandon. I talked about it a little bit, but you could talk about it real fast, though, Reg. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that Brandon Adams shit, man. I was tripping about the ring, man. I don't know if y'all's peeping how them cats are sliding. I think Sean Portman was bringing it up a lot. Them dudes is having a hard time in that ring sliding around, man. And I didn't think that shit was cool at all. To come into a gymnasium, they said it was outside. The humidity was a factor with making everything slippery, and then also seeing the referee taking that point away from Adams, which I didn't think damn. Yeah, it was bullshit. Even the warning was bullshit because I think the one punch that hit the dude was on the belt line, and Brandon Adams was doing good work in those first 2 rounds, fighting on the inside, working the dude to the damn body, and the ref to take that away, making a hard warning. It wasn't like the punch was deliberate, so he gonna warn him. And then immediately after that, while he throwing a combination, the one punch hit low and he takes the point. So now that messes up Brandon Adams along with slipping. So now he's worried about, damn, because then he started moving around more. He started moving around. trying to, find pop shots, but he's losing the fight as it's going based on what's being. That's why that corner was complaining a lot. They was focusing too much on trying to get a point taken from the dude as well, because they're like, damn, this ref trying to do us in, and then we slipping up in here. When he landed that damn left hook, because I was worried he's gonna get caught with a right hook, but when he landed that left hook on dude, and I seen him buckle, I was like, man, please let him see that he hurt this dude and he go up on it. He went right up after that dude, and to knock that dude who was on this 18 fight knockout streak, and then you to dust him off, give him his first loss by giving him what he'd been giving his last opponents to. Like, that was big stuff. And this is what, two knockouts in a row for Brandon. So it was major stuff, man. But that was some ish to be fighting in the ring like that, slipping like that.
Yeah, that was for sure some bullshit. Now, did I don't know if I talked about it on here or Fred or somewhere, but I said that after watching him fight Charlo, he's not going to lose to nobody that ain't on that level, because he gave Charlo one of his hardest fights to date, bro. Like, he gave Charlo one of the hardest fights that he had. So I knew that Bruck wasn't going to be able to hang with him. I looked at the dude's resume, and I seen the dudes that he beat, and I knew they weren't on that level of Brandon Adams. And Brandon Adams, he was tearing that nigga up, man. And it's like, dude, now I can't go to the body because I'm already the smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just hard if I'm, I'm trying to put some power in my punches and I'm trying to sit down on him. It's hard not to hit him. And then dude was bending a lot too. Like, if he got hit with a shot, he'll bend. And then when he came with another shot, it's like, it's right here at me. And Sean Porter, man, he gets on my fucking nerves, man. Did you hear the fight, or you just watched the fight silent?
Man, I'll be watching the fights, man. Even look, this how much I don't. That's why I like doing them play calls. Even if the volume up, I can block out what how you may hear somebody talking and you know how to block them out. You may miss what they're saying. I do that if I'm watching it with the volume on. But most times I'll turn the volume off. I got in the habit, I'll just turn the volume off when I watch fights. So I was hearing a little bit of them. I kept hearing them talk about them slipping because I was seeing the same thing as they were like sliding across. But other than that, I wasn't really listening to his commentary, so I didn't hear too much of what he was saying.
Yeah, but it's like they was making it seem like Brandon Adams was just getting his ass whooped the whole night. You know what I'm saying? And like they was like, oh, he's not going to the body because the guy's walking him down. I'm like, he ain't going to his body because he got the point taken away, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he got that point. Like, okay, I could see if it was like the fourth to fifth round, where it's like the mid rounds, where you warned him a few times. You know what I'm saying? But because 7 would have been too late, and the second round, was it second or third round they caught that point? That's too early.
Third.
So it's like, and he was really hitting him on the belt line. I mean, I know that's kind of like it's cutting it close, but I don't know if that was a point because it wasn't like a real shot to the nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of hit him in his thigh. But if you sell it, you sell it. Yeah, man. But they just was like, oh, he can't go. He started off fast, but the guy's walking him down and shit like that. And when they was talking right before the knockdown, they was talking about how Brandon Adams was on his way to losing the fight and shit like that. Oh, I got him down and stuff like that. When he got the knockout, all things changed. So Sean Porter tried to say, oh, I had it even. And then he's like, oh, no, I know. I said, and I told my mother-in-law, I said, that's some bullshit. He didn't say that. He said he had bro losing. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas just be talking, man. And I don't know, man. I can't, I'm trying to think of the last great commentators that we heard. Like, I think Top Rank does a good job, but sometimes they get a little biased too. I mean, we all have biases, I guess. So I don't know, man. I mean, what you think about?
Man, them fools at HBO used to be great. Lampley and Merchant, they used to be great until they start bringing in all that jealous racist crap in there because they seen the success of black fighters. But they used to be dope. They used to be great at commentary, and then they fell off. But in that fight, man, I thought Adams was starting to lose as well because a lot of his game got taken away. A lot of his game, but it was close rounds. It wasn't like the dude was just dominating. It was Brandon moving around a little bit more. the dude coming forward, him landing punches. Brandon wasn't letting his hands go as much. But then when he got that knockout, it was because he started throwing more jabs. He started punching a little bit more. Then he started fighting back on the inside, but getting those hooks in. But from that knockdown and like the 4 rounds or something, he stopped throwing more punches. He was moving around, just trying to throw in over a hook. He'll jab every now and then. But then he started letting his hands go because he was starting to let it slip. If he didn't get that, he probably would have lost on the cards. I don't know if he had enough time to bring a draw about.
Nah, he would have lost. They had him down like 4 rounds, but I'm glad he pulled it out because now he's in the hunt, and I think he's gonna do damage at 154 because after Jermell Charlo fights and gets the belt, I think he's supposed to fight Jared Hurd, and after that, it's off to 160. You know what I'm saying? So I think Brandon Adams will do good at 154 because he'll sneak right in. That he'll have that Larry Holmes position. You know what I'm saying? Like right after the greats, but right before some more greats. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll get there right on time. I think he can win a belt at 154 before Earl and Bud and them get to 154. What you think about that?
Yeah, no, I think that's possible too. He might face Jamel if he don't leave, but then again, he is cool with Jamal now. I know I seen Jamal had him in training camp, so he may go after one of them vacant titles if Jamel move up. As long as Jamel hasn't lost the belts, he'll probably go after one of them vacants.
Yeah, because that fight against Jamal Charlo, man, I seen some. I started following him right after that fight. Like, everybody was like, man, he should have beat him, do this and that. I'm like, dog was game, dog. He was game. He was ready to go. And I enjoyed that fight for real, to be honest with you. When Jamal Charlo fought Brandon Adams. Yeah, tonight was a great fight though, man. It was a nice card though, too. It wasn't a lot of bullshit that took place tonight, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I just caught that main event. That was it. I know I heard was that Fernando Vargas' son fought on that card too?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know I was reading up on somewhere where they showed his son run, so I was seeing he won tonight, so I was wondering if he fought on that card.
Yeah, it's too many Hispanics to remember. I'm gonna be honest with
you. Y'all niggas wrong, man. This is international sport, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, as far as to remember all the Hispanic names, but I can't remember. So next week though, my homeboy Aaron Coley, he's a friend of the show. He's fighting Ammo Williams on DAZN. So I'm looking forward to seeing that fight. I'm looking forward to seeing him step up in competition and try to bring one back to the town. Reg, last words, Reg.
Yes, sir, man. Another good stream, man. Another good one, man. Enjoyed it as always, man. I might do a late one tomorrow too. I don't know.
No, it's on you. It's on you tomorrow.
Huh?
I said it's on you tomorrow because tomorrow Friday, so it's on you.
Yeah. Because I do Stormy B-Man show, so I'll probably do it after that. I'll probably come on about 11:30 or something.
Yeah,
just to get a little break.
I'm tapping in. No, hey, listen, my off days the same as Fred's, man. I'm gonna take them 2 days off because I'm off on the weekends. So I'm gonna just, come back on that night, Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all on you tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to you getting back live and going back and forth and seeing what you got going on, man. And yeah, man, it's been a great 2 weeks, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've really been enjoying these lives. I've been going to other people's lives and trying to build up the channel, man. I've been having fun, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The best thing that I could have done was talk to you about going live, man. Because I was just going live with you every night, and that just gave me the courage to just do it on my own, messing with you every night. So, I mean, it was good, man. And last night was the most streams from a live stream that we got so far, and that ended up being the longest stream that we've done so far. So eventually we'll get back popping we'll get right back to it, man, soon. So with that being said, man, Another one like the other one, same super heated. Continue to keep your foot on these niggas' necks. Yeah, man, we out, man. I'm tired of the motherfucker. I can't even think of the words to say to tell y'all peace. But
For sure.
salute to the chat. Salute to everybody coming through, showing love, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And again, we're going to Red Show tomorrow, and we back Sunday night, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll see y'all on Reg tomorrow. All right. Peace.